recorded in front of a live studio audience.
What's going on, family? It's your girl Natisha Janae back again with another video. So today's video is about my experience with all 5 prayers of the Islamic faith. So today I took the time out to try it out and make sure I hit my mark every single time during prayer, even at 4 and 5 in the morning. And I can say I feel proud of myself, and I do feel good. I don't feel tired or sluggish. So here's my review. Let's get it. Like I told you all before in one of my previous videos, it'll be linked down below. It was about my experience going to a mosque and wearing a hijab for the first time. But I use a widget on my phone that it gives me the Islamic prayer times, and they have Fajr at 5:04 a.m. sunrise. That right there was kind of like an in-between for me. I didn't understand that one too much, because the question I had was, is Fajr and sunrise not the same thing? And online they say no. So Fajr is, I guess, before sunrise, and sunrise is sunrise. Yeah, I'll keep exploring with that. But Dakara, again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I feel like I'm real close. So if you're gonna tell me how to say it down low, please do so with kindness. But Dakara was at 12:03 p.m. Then we have Asr, so at 3:15 p.m. Maghrib, 5:47 p.m. and Isha, 7:03 p.m. which I just got done doing. It's 7:41 p.m. right now. So what I did was, last night before I went to bed, I made sure that I went to bed at a decent time so that I could get up and not sleep through my alarm, which I rarely do, but being realistic, I wanted to get up at a decent time, so I went to bed at a decent time. But before I went to bed, I made sure that I knew everything that I wanted to do was wrapped around my prayer time. You know what I'm saying? And then it kind of helped me, because I've been wanting a routine. So I honestly feel like this literally gave me the routine I was looking for. I didn't do the sunrise prayer, which was at 6:19 a.m. I didn't do that one because I was unsure if, because they said there are 5 prayers, but here when you count them all, Fajr, sunrise, Dakara, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, 6. So I'm unsure, but I still feel positive about what I've done. So yeah, Fajr this morning, then I got up, I went to sleep, and then I got back up, and then I went and did some, I worked out. I did some jump roping, but I honestly kind of regret the jump roping, because my body, you know what I'm saying? Like, for this to be the first day I actually try to do Muslim prayer on my knees, right? And I did jump rope. Oh man, I don't know what the heck I did. Like, I feel like I went too far. I just kind of hurt myself and should have gone for a less impactful workout on my knees, at least, because your girl is 300 plus pounds. So I learned my lesson, but I would like to change my body, so I'm gonna include it all. Okay, I'm gonna work around my prayer time, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm taking care of my body and soul every single day. One of my favorite things about this practice is Wudu. I don't know how anybody who's in this faith already is gonna view that, but I love doing Wudu. It makes me feel really good. And Wudu is just you cleansing yourself before you go talk to God, and you bear yourself to God. And I don't know what it is. I love it. I think it's because I already do something I call I love you showers, in which I go into the shower and I cleanse myself, and I else, maybe negative mindset or anything that someone else, I guess, could have thrown towards me. But yeah, and I do the same thing when I wash my face and when I wash my hair. It's all intentional, right? All the intention that we put into it. So I'm guessing that when I do wudu, I feel like this strange connection, and I feel good about it. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? What are you doing, my friend? I don't know if you've seen the last couple of videos, but I've been out here like, oh my god. So many new friends, so much new family. You guys have definitely been really smashing that subscribe button. I just want to say thank you. Again, if you didn't do it already, push that button right now. Right now. One of the hardest parts for today's experiment or experience was the physical part of it all, yeah? So, of course, you're standing, Allahu Akbar, God is the greatest, right? And then, you know, you lean forward. I think that's called sujood. And then after that, that's when you're getting on your knees. That's fine, I can do that, but then you gotta get right back up, you know, after. That was the hardest part for me. And honestly, it felt like a workout. And I honestly feel like people who do this every day, all the time, you gotta be physically strong. You gotta be mentally strong. Hi, kitty. How, oh, hey. Come here. Say hello to everyone. I feel that y'all are physically strong, mentally strong, spiritually strong. And y'all are definitely doing the thing. What, you gonna bite me? You don't like this? Yes, okay. You don't like the pets. Another obstacle that I reached during this adventure was because I don't understand the language. And yeah, just because I don't understand the language and I've never done this before, of course I was using videos online to show me step by step, and I would follow that. And I know that like when I'm in prayer, I should be looking at my mat. It's a specific spot on the mat where you're gonna lay your forehead. That's where you should be looking at. But because I don't know the language, I'm gonna be looking at the TV or the phone. So I know what to do so that I'm following it. But I don't know. That was just the thing that I was warring with. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a thinker, so. And I want to do it right. But, yeah. I was having that issue. But I can definitely say, during this adventure, I found. I think I found 3 different channels that I absolutely just love. And I'll put them up here on the screen for you all to see. I just love all of these channels. One of the ones that I did use at the beginning was just a animation of how to do all of the prayers, and it was fun. It was cool. And then I found a beautiful black woman doing it, and then she had it in English. So what I was doing was I was playing 2 of her videos at the same time, one on the TV and one on my phone. The one that was on the TV, I had the original Arabic prayers, whichever prayer I was doing at the time. And then on my phone, I had her other video. It's the same prayer, but it's in English. So I was able to listen and read it on the screen, but also hear it in Arabic. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying this concoction of how I'm gonna learn. I noticed also every time right after prayer, for whatever reason, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go get a snack. I don't know if that was a reward mentality or it was just the timing, you know, in which it made sense. Like, yeah, it's been a couple of hours, eat a snack. There was only one time throughout today where I made wudu, I cleansed myself, and then it was time to go into prayer, and I was like, oh man, I think I gotta go to the bathroom. And I always see videos about people and that experience, and specifically the men, for whatever reason. It's always the men that make those kind of videos and content. But yeah, so I had that experience today. Once I got into the swing of things, and I had actually maybe did prayer like twice already. So my Fajr prayer and the second one, I don't remember what that was called. Hold on. Dakara at 12:03. So once I got past the first and second one, and I went into Asr, Maghrib, and Isha, I was always early. It was like I was ready. I was eager. I didn't want to be late because I don't like to be late to things. But I was always early, and doing all my setup, and then I'm like, all right, I'm standing on my mat. I literally have every single thing done. And then I look at the time and it's like, you have 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay. Or it's times where I'm setting up my videos so I can have them playing at the same time, right? That was a task in itself, pushing play at the same time and making sure that they were actually lined up. But yeah, and then one of the other apps that I have, it lets me know when it is prayer time. If you were watching the video will continue playing, but the alarm will continue just, going over whatever's happening on your screen. And you can leave it singing for a while, honestly, and I'm okay with that. I did it. While I was getting myself prepared, I just let it go, and it feels good. I love the vibes. Given that today I spent time at home most of the day, I wonder what it is like for people who are out and about and it's time to pray, because I've also seen videos on places where people can go to do their prayer that's clean and quiet and secluded. I've seen some people, I feel like the best thing that I have seen someone say is find a store, like a clothing store, get some clothes, maybe like one or two things, and then ask if you can try it on, and then do your prayer inside of the dressing room. I said, oh yeah, I absolutely love that. And then they also have in some places places for mothers to breastfeed, and I love that even more. I've seen some people say that if they worked in hotels or hospitals, they would use the towels that were there. Like if they would put a towel on the ground and they would use that as their prayer mat. They both said the same thing. They would use the sheets, being women, we cover ourselves. They would use the sheets to cover themselves. And honestly, I could only imagine like a person who would use that towel or sheet after them. And of course it's been washed, but like it's been prayed on, it's been prayed with. So like imagine being wrapped in something like that and sleeping in something like that and have no idea that somebody had put all of that on it. Like, I kind of like that, but hey, I don't have a prayer mat, but I do use a blanket that is important to me, and I've definitely tried to fold it in different ways to like help my knees. I mean, it worked, but it didn't work. So, but other than that, for a long while now, I've been like, oh, I gotta go buy a prayer mat. But I don't know where to get them from. I'm gonna, other than online. And then I've even been considering just like going to Walmart or something and buying a rug that I really like. I changed my screensaver or my lock screen, and it is this. It is my little setup. I don't know what it is. I just absolutely love this picture. It's just so pretty. I'm not gonna lie, there were some times during prayer where I was wondering, like, is it almost over? Are we almost done yet? And again, because I don't understand the language, I was unsure when it would be over sometimes if I was just actively listening versus looking at the screen. But yeah, I was having my moments of my flesh was getting real big and loud. Like, when is it almost over? My body's hurting. And again, not because of the getting on my knees in prayer and getting back up. No, not because of that. Because of the jump rope. The jump rope. Full regret. And not regret on prayer. Regret on the jump rope. But in those moments in which my flesh was getting real big and loud, I had to redirect my mind on what I was doing and my purpose in what I was doing. My purpose in doing this and trying this, even this series, is to get closer with Allah and to learn more about God and the unknown. Like, cause those are the things that really get me going. You want me to talk forever? Let's talk about that. But yeah, I was absolutely and still willing to bear a little bit of pain to get closer to God. I'm not gonna lie, I did go in there and pop a little pain pill. I might have to take one again. Well, friend, it is time to say see you later. Thank you for being here and watching this adventure. Thank you for all of the positive love and kindness that y'all have been pouring into my comment section, because I have lots of experiences with some spicy, crabby, unhappy, depressed individuals in the comment sections. And maybe not here on YouTube, but on other social media in the past. So I know I can get real nasty. So I just want to say thank you to the ones who show love. And I'll see y'all in the next video.